Hello ladies and gentlemen, today with BK. This is all over the internet, but, or excuse me, I shouldn't say that, YouTube, and it's on the internet as well, where the coolant temperature sensor goes bad on these 3.6 liters V6, and they're in the XT5, and that's all I've really seen online is the XT5, and that's a different style sensor. The sensor that is in this one, this is a 22 Cadillac XT6, is this style. So I don't know if that's an updated one or what, but my wife on a really cold day the other day said that it was showing no temperature no temperature on the dash. The fan was on high. We all know, if you work on cars, you know what that is. Some type of sensor's bad, or something's thermostat problem or something like that. So also, these thermostats are known for being faulty. Well, you can't really see it if you open it up. Show you here. That's the thermostat that was in it. You can't really see if that's bad, because I actually compared it to the new one that I'm going to put in. But I did not drain the coolant. I wish I would have, but it was minimal amounts of antifreeze in here, as you can see. But I'm going to put a new O-ring on the pipe there, the coolant pipe. I got the sensor out, you can see down there, and I'm going to probably have to clean that out a little more. But what I had to do is, basically, this is a 15 millimeter 1/4 inch, and this is the part number. This is through AutoZone, which I won't say the store I went to, but they were no help for checkout. They were over there eating sandwiches, and so I went through self-checkout and this little thing went off. So just letting you know. But that is the part number, and usually the deep socket is about that long, as you can see. So what I did was I ground this down. You can see it's been ground down, and then I was able to use this little ratchet. I got this online. If I can figure out where I got it, I'll post it in the description. But it just fits in there, so you can get it started. And then I just take the end of the screwdriver and turn the sensor. But you just got to be light. You don't overdo it. As you can see, it didn't mess up anything or mar anything in this old sensor. So another little tip is, when you're getting that sensor down in there, take your finger and just kind of guide it in first, because you think, oh, it's in there, but it's at an angle a little bit, so you don't want to cross thread it. So get it in. I've got mine started, and then you can get you some Harbor Freight of these style pliers. They're good. You can get down in there and just kind of turn it a little bit easily until you know it's snug enough that we can get this socket on there. So hopefully it helps somebody if they're working on theirs. I've seen nothing about the XT6, even though it's the same motor, but the removal of the plenum, the intake, is all online. I wasn't going to regurgitate or show that again. So, but what I'm going to do is, once I button it all back up, get the new sensor in, button everything up, I'm going to take some distilled water and just pour in here and get rid of that antifreeze, so it doesn't smell or start to smoke when you crank it up. That's just a little tip I do. Don't forget to top off your antifreeze. You can see where we've drained it down, what we did. This XT6 has a paneling under the bottom. You have to basically take the front end off to get to the radiator down there. I don't know what they were thinking. Maybe I missed something, as you can't get down to it from down here either. So, but if someone has a tip on that, please let me know. But other than that, thanks for following along, and please like, subscribe, and hopefully this helps somebody else. Today with BK out.